A virus sweeps the globe in the future. Cities have been reduced to rubble. Only one island remains stable in the aftermath. Because only 513 people live here. Whenever a baby is born, they will immediately make an old man disappear to maintain the balance. The island can produce the only vegetables and fruits available in the apocalypse. That's why they regularly go into the city to exchange medicines with the counts here. But after one mission, 2 soldiers were attacked. They were exposed to the dangerous air. They came back and were sent to the quarantine room as soon as possible. But the fat man's condition was not good. He didn't take long to fall unconscious, never to wake up again. The doctor was very worried when he saw this, because the other infected person is his son, although his symptoms were mild. But it was only a matter of time before the disease broke out. The doctor had to speed up the development of the drug. He rushed to open the big box he got from the count. Inside were 2 living beings. They were a man and a woman who were sick. It turned out that the count and the islander had made a deal to send in 2 people for each shipment, so that they can be tested and treated with medication, in order to cure his son quickly. The doctor could only step up the research and development progress. Due to the death of Fatty, the number of members on the island has decreased from 513 to 512. In order to maintain the balance, the owner decided to openly recruit a healthy person to replace him. Now the island is in dire need of medical personnel. They decided to find an expert in this field. The bearded man was overjoyed at the news, because his wife was a nurse before. He used his homemade communication device to quietly contact his wife outside the island. He asked her to study medical knowledge, and revealed the interview questions to her. Everything was ready. Lisa came to the interview with a confident look on her face. The soldiers took her blood and checked her. After confirming that there were no problems, she passed the first test. Lisa sat down in front of a monitor and had a question and answer session with the islanders via remote video. The doctor asked for some basic medical knowledge. It was a breeze for the former nurse. Lisa easily passed the second stage of the interview and made it to the finals. With her in the final is a woman. They were to take turns answering the final question. But when the islander read out the question, the bearded man couldn't help but sweat, because it's completely different from the question he overheard. Lisa froze for a moment, not knowing what to do. But Anna answered the doctor's final question very smoothly. Her professionalism and calmness pleased everyone in the room. And so after some voting, Anna succeeded in gaining entry to the island. Lisa missed her chance to see her husband. The bearded man couldn't stand it any longer. He angrily decided to take revenge on the islander. Let no one have a good time. He knew that the guard guarding the power tower was an alcoholic, so he gave him the wine he'd been saving for years. While the guard was drunk, he took a hammer and climbed up the tower. He hammered away at the machines. The guard was not completely drunk. He was so dizzy that he wanted to teach this guy a lesson. Looking at such a high tower is a bit scary, but the guard climbed up without hesitation, but he slipped and fell. Luckily found in time, the bearded man only broke his left leg. The doctor quickly operated on him, but the amputation requires the help of the newcomer Anna. The doctor waited for half a day and Anna didn't come. She hid in a corner of the house and didn't even dare to enter the operating room. The doctor had no choice but to amputate the guard's leg himself. He asked Anna what was going on. Anna was very frank. She said she was actually an undercover agent sent by the count. The count is preparing a shocking plan to take over the island, because the doctor knew a lot of the island's secrets. She's sure the doctor doesn't want the islander to be able to continue to rule the island like this. Anna wants the doctor to join the count's team. He'll be rewarded handsomely if he succeeds in taking over the island. The doctor remembered the islander's secret. He was hesitant, but then the door suddenly opened. The assistant had been eavesdropping outside. He wants to report everything to the island owner. There are 2 undercover agents here, but he was directly thrown into the room by Anna. The doctor was simply dumbfounded by Anna's violence.